What is up, Beta Males? Alucard Gaming here, and today we're going to be talking about the tier list for 4v4 Assassins. Now, it's been a while. The first one I did was straight Vanguards, and everybody liked that. Everybody liked the idea and how I had it set up, so I decided to just kind of honestly do another one. So here this is. This is a tier list about Assassins. Let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do not be a beta male. Become a wolf today. And let's get started into this video. At the very worst of all the assassins, and together at number 7 we have Nuxia. Nuxia on paper sounds very good, you know, being able to trap enemies and her traps. The problem is in 4s it's practically damn near impossible to do it. She has no real gank potential because her traps, if you do get them in a gank, they give a lot of revenge, so it is not worth it in the long run. Now, the best perks that people can, let's take a look at her perks real quick. Sorry about this, guys, kind of forgot here. Personally, I run a overall survivor like kind of thing, but Headhunter is very good on her as well. Those are kind of the main 4 perks you would want to get. Endurance, Devourer, Crush Them, or Headhunter. Those are the best 4 she got. So around there you can do it. Her best feats would probably be Bounty Hunter, just for all assassins. Deadly is good in Elim. Like, that's the only time it's actually good, is in Elim, because it only works when there's no one around you. And in a 4v4s, people are always in team fights, so it's kind of a useless. Rush is always good. Cow Traps is surprisingly really good. Like, it does only 1 or 2 damage. I don't remember how much it does. It does 1 or 2, but it does a lot of damage actually over time. The problem is it does damage to your teammates as well, so it's kind of a hindrance and a good thing at the same time. It's kind of hard to say. Slip Through is a probably, yeah, that's her best feat, because all these other ones aren't that good. No Nuxia player uses those. Slip Through with her does an insane amount of damage. I think her damage is like, it used to be 40 before, like 45 before the damage nerfs. So I think now it does like 35, 30, which is it's a lot when you think about it in this. Now, the beginning of Warmonger, before Warmonger was a thing. This is actually good. Like, no one really uses this or that. This is like the only perk, or feat, I'm sorry, you guys use with her. The difference between Warmonger's 4th feat, no, I guess there really isn't a difference. Like, obviously, Warmonger can hit a whole team, and she just hits one person. But for some reason, and I don't know why, this stuns people. Like, if you had a teammate there and you tell them popping 4th feat and they time a heavy with it, they're going to get the heavy, because as soon as you hit them with the 4th feat, for some reason they get stunned. And it's weird. I don't know why. It's just weird. Let's go on to the next one. At the number 6, we have the lovely Peacekeeper, the Peacekeeper. She is, again, kind of suffers from the same thing that Nuxia does. She has good potential, but in reality, in 4, she doesn't do too well in terms of ganks, because she gives a lot of revenge. It's kind of hard to get a gank going with her. And at higher level, you kind of just have to, you dash. You dash away from her. You lock on to in a gank potential. What you would do is, say if there's like say there's a raider or a peacekeeper, right? It's most likely the Peacekeeper is going to be the aggressor, because the Peacekeeper is quicker and saves more stamina, and the raider is going to be doing his whiffs with the big damage with his finishers. So what you would do in that scenario is you would lock on the Raider and dash away from the Peacekeeper attacks, which is usually the case, and it just doesn't work. The best perks, again, with her would be Devour, Endurance, Headhunter, and Crush them. It's kind of like she doesn't do much. Now, her feats are just all over the place. I honestly don't know what's good with her. Like, that's Stealth is okay, I guess. Not that, but Bounty Hunter is just always a given with an Assassin. I am not too sure on how much health you get back when you do this, when you use this feat. Because obviously the stun grenade, they lose the stamina, is not good because it gets your teammates as well. Thick Skin is okay, but it's not that big of a deal because, you know, damage is ongoing all the time. So this is probably the best one for her. This one's actually a little more complicated because all three of these are actually pretty good in their own way. Like, obviously distance, and does good damage, 25 to 30 damage, I believe, which is a lot in this game right now because, you know, damage is lower. The Explosive Bomb, which does like 40, I believe, or 30, which is also good damage, and it hits a wide area. The Bleed is always good because it gets into her unblockables quicker, and you don't have to really worry about that much. Catapult, useless, the most useless feat in the game right now. Like, it's slow, it doesn't work. Fear itself is always one of a top tier, fourth feat, always gets that big old damage, so that's good. Last Laugh is really good as well because obviously, if you play this game, you know what Last Laugh does. Look at my face. Look at my face. You know what it does. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, here we might get a little people angry at this one. At number 5? At number 5, we got Shaman. Now, Shaman is... Don't get me wrong, Shaman is good. Shaman's not bad. She's not bad at all. Like, honestly, everybody else that I'm going to say, including Shaman, are good characters. They're actually good. They're not bad really at all in the long scheme. But this is just putting it in perspective of which ones are better. So, in terms of Shaman, her Bleed, her Bite gives free damage. The problem with that is it gives a lot of revenge. So you can't really do much with that Bite because it gives revenge and that gives time to help the teammates to come help him or even murder you in the face. So aside from that, her perks, yes, I'm smart. Perks. With her, I personally I run the same thing with all my assassins. I like the extra stamina and the big damage for a kill and the extra healing. So, on top, so you could switch that with Headhunter. Headhunter is good too, you know, obviously. It's more to what they prefer. Feats wise, Rush is very good. Rush is very good. And it doesn't really do much. It doesn't take their stamina anymore, just stuns them for a second like new Smoke Bomb. Stealth is okay, but Rush is probably the best thing you want with her because you want to get the point when you spawn in quick. Same thing, more health for execution's good. Bear Trap is good in certain scenarios, like it depends on the map you're playing. Bear Trap can be very good. Flesh Wound, again, is like damage mitigation's not really that worth it right now because you kind of don't get a lot of damage as it is, but, you know. So this one is also really hard to do because these ones are all good. Fury is something you would want to use with Fire Flask. It's good with Fire Flask. Fury and Fire Flask combo, fucking just damn near one-shots everybody. Hand Axe is also really good because you can throw it at them and it applies a bleed that gets you in your bite. Second Wind is obviously a heal, which is always good to heal. Nail Bomb, don't really use it. I never seen a Shaman use it before. It does massive amount of damage, but it also murders your teammates, so not really good in the long scheme, like a lot. It murders them badly. Scout is always good. Debuff everybody is always good. Fire Flask is always S tier because, you know, Do I need to say more about Fire Flash? Like, let's be real. Over than that, she's pretty much... She deserves to be at number 5. She's number 5. At number 4, we have the main madman Glad. He's glad that he's number 4. Get it? Get it? No, I didn't either. Okay, anyways. Glad is in the same boat as Shaman. He's very good. He's good. He can do good ganks. He can do stuff. Problem is, he gives a lot of revenge. His bleed, if you get that off and they do a heavy, half revenge gain. Boom. But it's big damage. So it's kind of, it's, you get something and they get something in return. Which kind of stinks at that point. But his toe stab is annoying. We all know the pain of a toe stab in this game. That's why he doesn't have shoes to be stabbed, you know, like if you're gonna stab him, you're gonna stab him in his toes. You're not gonna stab his shoes. His brand new Yeezys. But anyways, same thing with him with perks. Headhunter, Devour, Endurance, Crush Them. It's all the same. All assassins are the same. So don't really think of it as much. Bounty Hunter, good feat, obviously. Deadly is good as well, depending on your playstyle. I personally don't like it because I think 3 seconds is too short and not worth it. And I'd rather get the extra health. Haymaker is kind of like... So if you're good at parries, obviously Righteous Deflection is very good. I'm not sure how short it is. I honestly never use this. I always used Haymaker because, you know, his bread and butter for dash, his side attacks is his punch because you don't want to get deflected or parried. Same thing, executions give him that, but I personally prefer Haymaker just to give me that dashing ability to do damage and not get parried or stunned. Unless it's a BP and you get flipped. Neptune's Wrath is hands down the most painful thing to see. Now, don't let this fool you. It does immediate damage, but it does 50 damage. Like, that's not that's high in today's world of For Honor, guys. I'm not stressing you enough. This is really busted. Like, you think you're gonna survive and stuff. You got maybe like 2 bars left. Nope. You're just dead. I can't say that right, so I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, Bangalore's. There you go. This is also really good because it gives you a free heavy, you know, obviously. It's good for getting a quick execution. But honestly, you don't really need that when you have something that can outright murder someone in the face. Fear itself, God tier feat. Obviously, everybody needs this. Everyone always goes for Fear itself. Catapult, useless feat in the game. War of the Crowd, it's good, but it runs out super fast, so I personally do not use it because Fear itself is a lot longer. There is no point of having this when you can have Fear itself that debuffs everybody that's around you for a longer period of time, while this just raises your attack. That's it. Your attack. This nullifies their defense, while this just slightly raises your attack. Not worth it. These two, not worth it. You want Fear itself, hands down, all the time. To help your teammates, to help you. It's just overall great. Now we're getting to the top 3, boys. Let's go to the top 3. At number 3, we have Spin to Win Zerkman himself. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, what do you mean? He's so good. He's the top 3. Get over it. He's top 3. I'm not saying he's the worst. He's definitely the 3rd best. Now, let's see what his perks are. You guessed it. Endurance, Headhunter, Crush Them, Devour. It's crazy. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. It's almost like it's every assassin. No. So this one is, again, Bounty Hunter is always a must. Rush could be good too. Rush is good too on him. I'm not going to lie. It's actually pretty good. So this one is also really kind of hard to pick because if you want extra health, I don't know if it's a lot though. So, I can't tell you for sure if it's that good. Bear Trap can be good in certain maps. I prefer Doom Banner because, again, it debuffs everyone in the area, and it not only helps you, but it helps your teammates in the fight as well. So I prefer helping everybody overall than helping just one person. Throwing axe is good, but again, all these are all top tier feats again. Throwing axe is really good. Just, it hurts, surprisingly a lot. With a blade effect added to it. Sharpened blade is always good because obviously with the intense feint mix up, it's just not fun fighting that. Fury is also another good one. So you can run these. If you want to run this, you kind of have to run them together, you know? Like bleed and fear itself, you're dead in an instant. Fury or fire flask, you're dead in an instant. It's kind of, now if you want to be a real maniac, no, it doesn't stack anymore. This used to stack with Fury. Just putting it out there. This was kind of insane because when you did both of them, like first you'd scream in the air and then you hit your Berserker. No, Fury is where you like cracked your neck. Your character cracks his neck and he's like, okay, I'm ready. Berserker is where he screams in the air. So you do both of these things before a fight. Next thing you know, you have green aura around you and you're fast as hell. And nothing can stop you. Now, it's like, this one is honestly to your choice. Again, these two mainly are your top feats. If you run Fury, you gotta run Fire Flask. If you're running Bleed, you need to run Fear itself. That's literally the two combos, wombo combos for those. You can run Throwing Axe with Fear itself too, I'm not gonna lie, because that still does practically all your health. But in terms of if you want a reason to why you want to pick Bleed over Throwing Axe, this lasts longer. It's a ongoing effect, while this is just one instant effect. I'd rather have something going on longer than just one little where this can give you way more damage than this. So, Sharpen and Fear itself, hands down. Now, ganks potential-wise, he has really good mix-ups, like in terms of getting people scared, because obviously option selects are gone. But he doesn't have any, ganks. In terms of, like, he can't do anything to initiate the gank. He needs someone else to do it. He's the damage guy. He's the guy who would do the damage, not the dude who would initiate the gank. So that's kind of why he's number 3, because the other two people above him can initiate and gank. So, no further ado, let's go to top 2. Ladies and gentlemen, at number 2, we have the dodgy boy himself, Orochi. Now, Orochi, before his nerf, was number 1 best assassin ever, like hands down god tier. Now that they changed him, he's a little more bearable. He's bearable now. He's not as scary as that, but he can still do ganks with his kick, which is very good. That doesn't give that much revenge, surprisingly, for some reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Obviously, Smoke Bomb, useless now. So you would want to run it pretty much, I'd say Kunai would be good. Kai is also really good as well, just to say, hey, I don't want you to be aggressive after I just got done spamming you, so you wait until I get my stamina back, so I can be aggressive on you again. But I could be wrong, I think they upped the time for this. If they did, I don't know how to feel about that. I'd probably go to Bounty Hunter. But if they did it, Kai's still the feat to use. This one is also really good. Kinda hard to say because Bleed, with him being super aggressive, is really good. Longbow, it says immediate damage, but don't let that fool you. In the land of For Honor, for some reason, immediate damage means 50 damage. I don't know why. It just does. Slip through's kind of good because obviously you're dodging a lot and you're dashing. It was a menace in the. So let me tell you guys this. When Orochi came out with his rework and he was busted, and you could spam Storm Rush, you can still do this, by the way. Storm Rush without this does, I think, 12 to 15 damage. I think. with this does 21 damage. And you could spam Storm Rush to scare them into not doing anything. This was stupid. I have a video that I should probably put in here just to make it funny. But it does insane amount of damage. They can't do anything about it either because most people get scared and they're afraid you're going to dash or you're going to kick. Obviously, they stopped with the mix-ups with the top light undodgeable, dash undodgeable. They changed that, so it's not that bad anymore. Same thing goes. If you want Blade, you run Fear itself. Nail Bomb is, it's like these perks. I'm sorry. Nail Bomb and Fear itself are the only ones good here. No one uses Arrow Storm. This is the second, like, most useless feat. At least with freaking, at least with Catapult, you can, it's kinda like in a singular spot, and like if you get hit by it, you're kind of hurt, dead, or really badly hurt. While this is like you can get hit once, and then you're kind of, if you're on the right side of where you get hit, you can fall out of it and not get hit anymore. You have to get hit by all the arrows, which is kind of annoying to do anything. It's not that good. Not good overall. Especially when there's maps, most maps are like, can be indoor fights. So this is kind of useless. Fear itself is the only one you would want to run with him. You can run Bleed, you can run Bow, you can even run Slip Through. All three of these are good with Fear itself. But if I had to give it absolute best, it'd probably be Bleed and Fear itself. I personally like the longbow just because when people get revenge, they don't pop it instantly sometimes. And then you just shoot them in the face because they don't think they're going to die to it. And they die to it, thus losing their thing for revenge. Same thing goes. Crush them, Endurance, Headhunter, Devourer, we know. Now let's go to the best assassin. I think we all know who that is right now, suffering in pain. At number 1, we surprisingly have Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage. Believe it. No, that's just my character I made of him. But anyways, this character is very good right now. I don't think I had to tell you how annoying this character is right now. He has great gank potential. He can give you an infinite with another Shinobi where they both just repeatedly stun lock you into slamming you down on the ground, smacking you 3 times. That's fun. Both Orochi and Shinobi can both initiate ganks or go off of ganks and do massive damage. Shinobi is more on actually the one starting the gank for his teammates to do the big damage, while Orochi is more letting his teammates start it and him doing the big damage. Shinobi is better though because Shinobi doesn't give almost no revenge, and his kick is damn near annoying to dodge, and he gets invincible frames because he dodges everything, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Leave me alone. So again, Kai, very annoying, top tier. Bounty Hunter, top tier. I prefer Kai. Shooting Star, top tier. Smoke Bomb, useless. This is good too, but this is actually better because when you throw a Shooting Star at people, I don't know why Shinobis don't know this by this point now, but when you throw the Shooting Stars at them, you hit them, that's a guaranteed kick because they're stunned by the Shooting Stars, which a lot of people don't know apparently. Get stamina on successful hits so you can spam more. Sign me up, Chief. This is good too, but like, I don't know, I'll try it, but I prefer to have my stamina at all times. That way I can spam them to death and make them angry. I don't even need to talk about this. This is just stupid. Nail Bomb is okay. Arrow Storm, useless. This gets health on every attack. It's pretty much Tiandi's Leech. That's what literally it is. But the difference is, this applies throughout his whole health bar instead of just, while Tiandi's Leech only activates when he's in critical, this applies throughout his whole life. Like, as soon as you spawn in, you get heal. It's stupid. It's so annoying sometimes to deal with it. It's insane how good this man is right now. If you guys like this list, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe, become a wolf. Do not be a beta male. We don't like this. No, we don't like it. We don't like it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me who you guys think should be where and when on this list. Like, if you guys feel like someone should be higher or lower, let me know. Let's have a discussion about it. I love talking about it like that with you guys. Tell me what you guys think about the perks, the feats, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!